It's time for Coffee with the Celt Father. All right. I hope you are having a wonderful day today. Today we are Celtic Crooning. We can croon together. It's been interesting trying to come up with some themes for my shows. It's not an easy thing coming up with themes. And I end up doing I pretty much do them all. Occasionally I get someone who suggests something, but boy, if you have any suggestions for a theme, I would love to hear it. So, first a quick welcome to Ed, Carol, Miranda, Sarah, Alex, Cheryl, Kelly, Max, Tom. Tom, of course, is with Screeched In, who's performing on one of my songs for Salkuth. Thank y'all. His band, Screeched In, will be on there. So, John Moda and Sherry. Hope you're having a wonderful day, and let's start crooning. How about? Now, most of the songs I'm going to sing for you are not mine, except for the first one, because I just felt like I was in the mood to sing this song. There's a wren on the rock wall, thorny gorse grows all around. It is miles to the ocean and to old Galway town. My feet feel so weary without you by my side, so I'll pick this purple flower for the day we reunite. Here's a flower, my darling, on the banks of Ross Lake. It will sit by my bedside till you're for my embrace. As I walk the Aran Island, honeysuckle is all in bloom. The rock roads seem harder, like my heart missing you. Though the beer's ever flowing and the crack is quite grand, the music may be growing, but it is lonely in this land. Here's a flower, my darling, from the banks of Ross Lake. It will sit by my bedside till you're for my embrace. Here's a flower, my darling, from the banks of Ross Lake. It will sit by my bedside till you're for my embrace. Sun sets too slowly over Galway's brisk bay. Crashing waves seem to slow us as we sail from the cave. I see by the pierside, my heart starts to soar. In my hand is your purple flower, now you're mine once more. Here's a flower, my darling, from the banks of Ross Lake. It will sit by my bedside till you're for my embrace. Here's a flower, my darling, from the banks of Ross Lake. It will sit by my bedside till you're for my embrace. All right, that's a song that I wrote, The Celtic Invasion of Galway. Was that 2015? Maybe, I'm not sure. No, that was Donegal, I think. So 2012, I guess. I wrote the song and just loved the whole imagery and the ballads, and of course I was missing my wife at the time, and I love the title because it's called Purple Flower, and which is not going to do much in general for SEO, search engine optimization, because not many people are going to be looking for Purple Flower, but that's okay because it kind of fits the what happened. A lot of times as a songwriter, you're like, you got to be specific. This is what it's about. But when you're wandering in Ireland and you see a purple flower and you're like, I have no clue what that purple flower is. It's a purple flower. I'm just going to sing about that. It took me a while to reconcile myself to calling it Purple Flower. So, all right. This is a song written by Francis McPeak based on the old Scottish song The Braes of Balweather. It's Wild Mountain Time. Summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pour wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bower by yon clear and crystal fountain, and all around the bower a pile of flowers from the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pour wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will roam the country o'er to that dark land so dreary, and all the spoils I find I'll bring to my darling dearie. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pour wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? If my true love, she won't come, I will surely find another to pour wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pour wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming. The wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pour wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pour wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Will you go, lassie, go? Will you go? I saw that some people had posted something about potential themes. Miranda, would you mind collecting any of those themes ideas that you have? I would love to put them on for a future thing. I do have a whole bunch of themes that I made up for the rest of the season, but I haven't. You can see those all at the coffee page that I set up, but I haven't done anything. It was like no one had ever heard of it. Oh, wow. So, Wild Mountain Time you're talking about, Kelly? That's awesome. Apparently, yeah, Wild Mountain Time was an early one for me. I had a different version with the Bards. This is a song that was on that very first cassette. I've talked about it many times. Actually, I talk about it, I think, in the latest Pub Songs podcast. If you're not subscribed to the Pub Songs podcast, go on over to pubsong.net, sign up, because it's a really cool podcast, and I'm liking what I'm doing with it. I'm planning ahead. This is the great thing about the whole pandemic thing with no, gigs outside of town. I find myself scheduling and planning things a little bit better than I have in the past, and so now I have plans and such. And so, like, I have the top 5 Irish drinking songs, and I'm doing the one that comes out on Monday is top 10 Celtic bands for St. Patrick's Day. And then I'm already working on the next episode, which is in March. And it's just kind of awesome being able to plan that far ahead, because that's typically not the way I've been doing things. Kind of wing it. A lot of winging. But while you go up to pubsong.net, you can also sign up to my mailing list, as well as the podcast. But there's a lot of good stuff, and I've been doing some new songs too. So I have a song that I've never learned. It was the Donald McGillivray, which is the original song for Doctor of Gallifrey. So if you want to hear that, you can subscribe, and you'll hear that in the next episode. I do have a show on February 18th. I'll tell you about it more in a moment. But first, I'm going to sing you about song from the Irish Drinking Songs cassette that I got at Half Price Books in 2000, probably 2000, maybe 1999. The cassette had a whole bunch of songs, this Irish band singing one after another. It was all done live, and this is one of the songs that was on there, and I ended up loving it. It's Peggy Gordon. Oh, Peggy Gordon, you are my darling, and sit ye down upon my knee and tell to me the very reason why I am slighted so by thee. I'm so in love, I cannot deny it. My heart lies smothered in my breast, but it's not for me to let the world know it. A troubled mind sure can know no rest. Oh, Peggy Gordon, you are my darling, and sit ye down upon my knee and tell to me the very reason why I am slighted so by thee. I wish I was in in some lonesome valley. Womankind cannot be found, where the pretty small birds sing on every branch, and every moment a different sound. Oh, Peggy Gordon, you are my darling. Can sit down upon my knee and tell to me the very reason why I am slighted so by thee, why I am slighted so by thee. That song is still one of my all-time favorite recordings that I've done on my CD, The Bridge. And why, yes, I have CDs. And I recorded. When I recorded, I had just started dating my soon-to-be wife, and so I don't think it is entirely biased by thinking it's one of my best songs, but I could be wrong. Maybe it is partially biased, but it really came off top notch in my mind. Beautiful love song. Years ago, I played at the Georgia Renaissance Festival about 5-6 years ago. I forget when now, and it was I had an awesome time. And they put me on stage on the pub stage, and which was a great location. I love doing pub songs, but I don't like just doing pub songs. So I asked for one show that could be a ballad show, and it was awesome. They put me in this little tent over by the joust field, and it was just very laid back, and I got to do ballads and laid back music in the early afternoon, and those were some of my absolute favorite shows to do. Something about just sitting there and relaxing. You don't really care, if you have a full audience, which, the pub stage kind of hit and miss, whether it had much of an audience. But there, it's like, yeah, whatever. I'll sing for myself. I'll sing for 2 people. I'll sing for a dozen, whatever. This is a song I learned from Mike Scott. Well, I learned it actually from a band Serious Kitchen, and who learned it from the author Mike Scott. It's called Open. Open to the world, open to spirit, open to the changing wind, open to touch, open to nature, open to the world within. Open to change, open to adventure, open to the new, open to love, open to miracles, open, beloved, to you. Open to learn, open to laughter, open to being blessed, open to joy, open open to service and open to saying yes. Open to risk, open to passion, to peace and silence too. Open to love, open to beauty, open, beloved, to you. Open to risk, open to passion, to peace and silence too. Open to love, open to beauty, open, beloved, to you. Open to love, open to miracles, open, beloved, to you. All right, that is a song called Open, as written by Mike Scott. I don't have it on any CDs, so maybe one day I will, but I love that song. It's one of my all-time favorite songs ever, and I finally am pleased that I finally learned it. As you can see, I'm doing more songs than I usually do, just because I'm in the mood to play. So, this is a song written by, oh my gosh, I just drew a blank on his name. Doogie McLean. I don't know if you can see the changes that have come over me in these last few days. I've been afraid that I might drift away. I've been telling old stories, singing songs that make me think about where I've come from, and that's the reason why I feel so far away today. Let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. If I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. I have moved and I've kept on moving, proved the points that I needed proving. I've lost the friends that I've needed losing, found others on the way. I have kissed the ladies and I've left them crying, stolen dreams, yeah, there's no denying. I've traveled hard, sometimes with conscience flying, somewhere with the wind. Let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. If I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Now I'm sitting here before the fire, the empty room, yeah, the forest choir, the flames that couldn't get any higher, they've withered now, they're gone, and I'm steady thinking my way is clear. I know what I will do tomorrow, when the hands are shaking, the kisses flow, I will disappear. Let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. If I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. If I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Woo! I'm having fun today. Different sort of fun than, the comedy songs last week or whatnot. If you do enjoy the music, you can always give a tip or whatever. It's all over at magerecords.com. MAGE-records.com. I also have merch, CDs, shirts, a new Celtic heartstring pendants. I have lots of those. And of course, I didn't even mention, I am running a special offer over on Patreon. Sign up and you will get access to my next Kiltfather live show, which is on next Thursday evening. I'm going to start off with some, I think, original Celtic love songs. And then I'm going to go into your requests. So if you have any song requests, feel free to bring those to me at that point in time. I will be playing as many as you want. To watch the show, you can either sign up on Patreon at any level, and you will have access to that show. And you can also get tickets over at magerecords.com, or spend $15 in the store and get access to the show over there as well. So. Bryce had suggested a song, which I'm going to finish up this show with. Thank you, Bryce. I think there's one more Firefly pendant left, by the way. There's one more Firefly Celtic heartstring pendant. I only made 2, and I will be making some more, but that's all I've gotten to thus far. But Bryce had made a song suggestion, which I'm going to finish up with, and all of a sudden it struck me, because originally I was thinking Celtic Crooning. I was thinking love songs. They don't all have to be love songs. And this song came to mind. Over in Killarney, many years ago, me mither sang a song to me in tones so sweet and low, a simple little ditty in her good old Irish way, and I'd give the world if she would sing that song to me this day. Tooraloo, raloo, tooralooraloora. Hush, don't you cry. Often dreams I wander to that cardigan. I feel her arms a-hugging me as when she held me then. I feel her voice humming to me as in days of yore, when she used to rock me fast asleep outside the cabin door. Tooralooraloora, tooralooralai, tooralooraloora. Hush, don't you cry. Tooralooraloora, tooralooralai, tooralooraloora. It's an Irish lullaby. All right. I hope you had fun. That was a song I learned. I learned it from my parents. Probably learned it from Bing Crosby. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. If you, again, go sign up over at Patreon. The link I think Miranda posted. But that will help me keep making music. Not only will you get access to the show, I'm going to send you a sticker if you want one of those as well. Plus, there's a lot of free goodies that you get. Instant access to early podcasts, like the Pub Songs podcast I mentioned earlier. It's now up there already. There's new songs that won't be available for months. So go check it out. Bryce suggested this song as a ballad, and I was like, yeah, that's a great choice. It's The Parting Glass. Of all the money that e'er I had, I've spent it in good company. And of all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, was done to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memories now I cannot recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Of all the comrades that e'er I had, they're sorry for my going away. And of all the sweethearts that e'er I had, they wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise while you should not, I will gently rise and I'll softly call. Good night and joy be with you all. if I had money enough to spend, and the leisure time to sit a while, there is a fair maid in this town that surely has my heart beguiled. Her rosy cheeks and ruby lips, she I own as my heart in thrall. So fill to me the parting glass, good night and joy be with you all. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise while you should not, I will gently rise and I'll softly call, good night and joy be with you all. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you had again fun, and I will be back next week. I don't know what my theme is, but you can head on over to markgunn.com/coffee and find out. And make sure you sign up to my mailing list if you're not already there. And if you do, you can find out how to get access to the coffee shows, to reminders. I send out a reminder on Thursday morning before the show, early morning, so that you remember that it's happening and you don't miss a single show. Of course, if you're not clicked to subscribe to my YouTube channel, that always helps as well. So I will talk to you again next week. Sláinte.